Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Tim Braden, Second Legacy. You are amazing, and thank you for showing up for this very critical update. The missing representative, the U.S. Congresswoman who we couldn't find. She's been found. Wait till we tell you where. We're going to have some fun with this one. So, guys, if you're looking forward to passing your rights along to the next generation, you are all about that Second Amendment, and you're really here for some humor and sarcasm. Oh, do we have a video for you, because it might be turned all the way to maximum. So buckle up, get the popcorn, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Tim, we found her.
Yes, we did.
Everything's okay. Because, normally in a real world scenario, when you can't find a congresswoman for 6 months, it's obvious. You find, like, if she goes missing in July, there's no need to really worry until like January.
Yeah,
obviously. It's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that, you can get elected to Congress and just disappear for 6 months at a time.
Yeah, no,
or more.
Isn't that weird?
I don't think she's coming back anytime soon. And you still be a congressperson.
That's really odd.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's extenuating circumstances that maybe would make this a little weird. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe
what are some of the details?
Well, let's dive into that, Tim. That we set the sarcasm up. Well, thank God she was found. At a dementia healthcare facility where she wasn't able to attend any votes, Tim, because she was not allowed to leave her dementia healthcare facility, because that's where she lives now for the last 6 months. But Tim, it's okay. You know why she was put there?
Where is this?
What?
I was going to say, where's this facility located, and what color is the building painted? Is it DC and is it white by chance?
No, it's odd. It's not. I see what you did there. You meant Biden.
I did. I was making fun of Joe Biden. The dementia ward.
See, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about Feinstein when she was in hospice, but still a senator. That's what I thought you were talking. Yeah. Is that a different one?
No, I'm talking about the dementia patient living at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Nailed it. Maybe I see. I'm confused, Tim, because I was thinking you said white building and you said old. So I was thinking Mitch McConnell, because that building's white, right? Because the cap. Oh, wait a minute, it's a different one.
I was thinking of Joy Reid. It's a mayonnaise on white bread.
It's mayonnaise on Wonder Bread building situation. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. That's weird.
Anyway,
guys, are we starting to pick up a pattern here that we might have a problem? Well, this representative, and just to show you that we are equal opportunity offended, this is a Republican GOP rep, Kay Granger. She's 81. She seems lovely. She's been there since the 90s. I mean, yeah. Why? Yeah. Why is this a thing, Tim?
Well, I saw an interesting graph on X this morning, and
I saw that one too.
Yeah, showing the average age of representatives
shooting up like our money supply.
Yeah, it goes in the 80s and it dips down to like 30s and 40 age range, and then you get into 24, and it's like up past 70 is the average age of representative in Congress. And look, I understand that with age comes wisdom. I'm a very 100%. Wise guy, right?
100%. You are very wise because you've seen a lot. Yeah.
But there's a certain point, like maybe when you're in a dementia ward, it might become a problem, that being your age. And right. Historically speaking, if you go back in time to the 1600s, people didn't live past 40, 45. And right. But today people live longer, and I get that. So, having a 70-year-old representative isn't necessarily a bad thing unless they happen to be in a dementia ward.
Exactly. Frowned upon. It is frowned upon. So the way that she got there, I mean, thank God she doesn't have like voting responsibility. She was actually found wandering around her neighborhood, lost and confused. And so they quietly put her into a dementia residence, health.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, this is one of those things. With the average age of representatives going up like this, there's something that needs some safety measure that needs to be implemented.
Something like a cognitive test.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, can you breathe? Can you walk down the rotunda stairs? Can you stand in front of a microphone without freezing?
And why aren't the Republicans up in arms about this, right? Because every single vote in the House right now is really important given the razor-thin majority that they have.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, that's it. That is exactly. Of course, we're leading this off with sarcasm. We're trying to be humorous, which I think we did a pretty good job. That was a really good intro. But oh my God, there are 2 million people in Fort Worth who have been disenfranchised over the last 6 months to not have their representation in Congress because the Republicans wanted to give her quiet little golden parachute out. They didn't want to say anything. They wanted to let her live out her time in her last term. That
and hold that seat.
Crap.
Yep.
That is crap. And the reason that it's crap is because all this time, okay, these are only the ones that we know about. Like, you just had a 74-year-old guy with confirmed throat cancer beat AOC for the ranking member on the oversight committee. We covered it. We have a geriocracy because they want to make sure that they have all that prestige and it's their turn and they've been anointed because they have seniority. Bull. Just bull. Because all the gun control votes that they've tried over the last 4 years, what if we had all of our Republicans actually lined up where they should have been? Right. All the gun rights things that are coming in the next 2 to 4 years, we need all of them there, to Tim's point.
Yep.
If you're just, let her go. She's just going to fade out. It's going to let her have a nice retirement. No.
Right. No, this definitely has to be fixed. This is one of those things where this is just another example of just how broken our government is. Mm-hmm. And you know, we pin a lot of hope on people like Trump, right? Like, well, Trump's going to come in and fix all this. Folks, there's so much broken. Even if he was 100% effective and he had a full team working 24/7 over the course of 4 years and had the House and the Senate on his side for all 4 years, there's no way you could fix all this stuff that's broken.
Not instantly.
It will take. It took us decades to get into this mess, and we're just not going to snap our fingers and get out of it. So I think a lot of people have very unrealistic expectations of the incoming administration. Sure, there's things that are going to get fixed, but it's also going to open the door to criticism because things like this probably won't get fixed, and it's going to continue to be a problem. But just know that, yes, I think we're on the right path coming into this next administration.
I agree.
But there's so much broken stuff. There's just so, I mean, we have, my goodness, where do you even start?
This is a good place. Hey, cognitive test. That's easy. Easy peasy. I don't care how old you are. Can you hold a pencil? Can you remember which district you represent? Easy.
Give me term limits. If your first term in Congress was in 1970, then maybe we have a problem.
It might be time. And you know what? This is actually an interesting point, Tim. Someone said, because I covered this on my channel, and someone said something very interesting in the comments. They already have term limits in the Constitution. People just have to stop voting for the people. And the point of that was term limits are already included. You just have to stop voting them in. But that is a very astute point.
However,
I kind of lean towards that point a little bit in the idea of term limits. Don't get me wrong. My initial gut reaction, I want term limits to prevent this from happening. But I also understand that there's another element to that as well, which is built in. Just don't vote for them. I do understand that.
But I think that, in an ideal world, that would work. But our politics are so divided and so divisive and very tribalistic that once somebody from your party gets into power, people of that party tend to want to keep them in power because it's a familiar name and they just want to hold that seat. And
that's exactly correct.
And so that's the problem we're running into, and why forced term limits. I mean, ideally it'd be great. I mean, who would just keep voting somebody in over and over and over and over and over again for 30, 40 years? That seems crazy to me.
It's the tribal votes. You're 100% correct.
It's the tribalism. And so we have to look at that and say, well, we got to fix it because we can't have people being career politicians. It is not good for the health of the republic. It just isn't. Case in point.
Well, look, but that's the other interesting part about this. And this is a very serious conversation that I think the country is ready to have, to be honest. The left is real pissed about the whole AOC not getting in and Biden being brain dead. They're pretty pissed about that. The Republicans over here are doing it too. I mean, there is a potential for a real consensus on this one. But anyway,
we'll see.
Well, we'll see. But I mean, like, to your point, think not only about, oh, we have a congresswoman who's been missing for 6 months and hasn't been voting on crucial and effective razor-thin majorities, in the House. Sure, the people haven't had their votes, but she needed to retire quietly. And then you have Dan Crenshaw, who's being pissed and being a little temper tantrum baby back lady, who says we can't further ourselves in Congress financially. Guys, this is the point, and this is kind of where we're going to set up camp to wrap this. There is a culture of self-indulgence, of self-aggrandizement. This is all about the individuals and how they use government to further themselves. That's the point. You've got a woman who literally ran for re-election in 2022 and got re-elected. She did. You telling me, Tim, that there was no hints, no indication, there was nothing that she was old to the point where maybe she shouldn't be a representative of the United States? Maybe. Yeah. That's bullcrap if you honestly tell me that. It just magically happened. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because every one of us that has someone older in our family, it just magically happened. You never saw them slowly declining into it. No. They went from fully cogent as whatever that guy's name is. God, what's that guy's name? Mika Brzezinski and
I have no idea. Are you
no, the dude, the best Biden ever. Oh my God, Joe Scarborough.
Oh,
yeah, like the cogent was what he said. That was a rabbit. That would have been great if I remember his name. But the point is, guys, it's all about self-furthering. This is all about themselves. This is not about the country. It is a representation position, not a you've been anointed position. I think that's the point. Yeah. Anyway, that's my
I agree. And we really need to take an opportunity. I think one of the things we could fix in the next 4 years is the problem of career politicians. That seems to me, because like you said, it does seem like both sides are kind of tired of it for different reasons. Schumer is a mess. McConnell is a mess. I mean, these antiques have been in power since I was in diapers.
Dude, Schumer did the gun control bill or the assault weapons ban in 94 with Clinton.
Yep. And Biden, it's like, woo! Literally, that guy's been in office since like what, 1973?
70s, yeah.
Early 70s. And so it's nuts that these people, and I get it. Look, man, I would like to see some more JD Vances and stuff like that. The up and comers, the peak headsets of the world. These are people that are good leaders that are, in the middle of their age. So they're, in the late 30s, mid 40s. And these are people that can lead for some time, but also I don't want, like, if somebody gets into Congress and they're 35 now, I don't want them staying there until they're 85.
Like, for example, guys, I hope you enjoy AOC because you're going to see her for the next 50 years. She's going to be there until she gets this happen to her, until she's an abuela. I mean, that's exactly what's going to happen.
God. Yeah, we'll see. She's such a dingbat. Who knows? But anyway, all right. Let us know in the comments, folks. Do you support term limits? Are you fine with people just living in the halls of Congress until they get dementia and die eventually, but don't vote for years on end? Let us know. I'm kind of curious what you guys think. Thank you for watching Second Legacy, and we'll talk to you guys soon.